I'm a free man.
You see? So be free.
I'm free from corporate slavery, servitude, domination. I get to say whatever I want. I get to do whatever I want. I don't have to look over my shoulder. It is liberating.
What do you think you couldn't say before that you can't say now?
Lots of things. I can say whatever I want.
Yeah, but what couldn't you say before? Do you remember a specific thing where you were like, oh, damn, I couldn't say this before?
Oh, I think, well, if you know anything about corporate media, and you do because you worked in it as well, you know that it doesn't come down as a set of rules. It comes down as kind of, maybe you shouldn't say this or that. So, I mean, there are obviously rules. I went to NBC News, which has a very strong standards department, which I respect.
Oh, that's different. Standards is different.
Standards different. But then there's also, things like, you're not supposed to swear. That's obviously,
but I mean, that I can understand.
And I understand that too. But obviously, if you look at, for example, the New York Times, Intercept got hold of a memo at the early days of the genocide where they were saying, don't say occupation, don't say apartheid, don't say genocide. This was their guidance to reporters. Like that kind of bullshit. When I set up Zeteo in 2024, the first thing I said was, I get to say the G word, the F word, and the R word. Genocide, fascism, and racism, which corporate media runs away from.
They do.
You can't call Donald Trump a racist. You don't know what's in his heart. You can't say it's a genocide. That's a little inflammatory. And even though every genocide scholar in the world pretty much now says it's a genocide. So this kind of crap, fascism. I was one of the first people on MSNBC to say the F word. August 2020. I was sitting in for Chris Hayes. It was the Portland protest, George Floyd protest. And I said, we need to say fascism. And at the time, people were, this is hyperbolic. What are you talking about? He's not Hitler. Now it's kind of his own team have pretty much said he's a fascist.
Yeah, but so here's what I think it is. I understand it, even though I don't agree with it most of the time. I think what happens is people don't understand that it's something that shifts. It's not something that happens. Does this make sense?
No.
Fascism or any of the... So everyone thinks that fascism happens overnight.
Yeah.
Everyone thinks that even things like, take it out of politics, being broke or being an alcoholic or people think those things just happen overnight, but it's not. It's the one thing that leads to the next thing. It's the second drink, the third drink, the fifth drink, 2 nights a week, 3 nights a week, 4 nights a week. So when you say it on night 2 of the person drinking, alcoholic, people are like, nah, Mehdi, come on, man. We don't use that word because that's hyperbolic. Yes, but the problem is by the time everyone agrees on the word,
it's
too late.
It's too late.
100%.
That's the issue.
100%.
So
tell that to the Palestinians.
Yeah.
Now it's like, the majority of genocide scholars say it's a genocide. Every human rights group says it's a genocide.
Yeah, but
prominent Israelis say it's a genocide. And it's like, okay, but now 100,000 people are dead. Netanyahu says he wants to take over all of Gaza, etc., etc.
Yes.
We're in a very different place. Same with the fascism.
By the time everyone agrees, it's too late. Well, fundamentally.
In 2019, I wrote a piece. I was writing for The Intercept at the time. I wrote a piece in, I think, March or April of 2019. And I said, if Donald Trump loses the next election, he will not accept the result and there will be riots. And people said, you don't know what they're talking about. You're a fucking Brit. You don't know anything about America. Secret Service will march him out. That's not how it works. Of course, he can't try and stay on. And then we saw what happened with the election denial on January 6th. And now it's like everyone's like, well, maybe he'll stay on in 2028. And like, now everyone gets it. When it's too late, he's back for a second term. He's crushing his opposition. Now it's like, maybe he's a fascist. Maybe he doesn't respect election results. Maybe he wants to be a dictator.
I just realized that you're a Brit. I don't know why I didn't think of that before.
British American now. At the time, I was a Brit.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is I don't even think of you as a Brit.
Why?
I think you are...
Does my accent not give me away?
No, I just think of you as Mehdi.
Okay. Unique nationality in the world.
No, okay, let me explain. Stop being a hater, Mehdi. I'm trying to explain something to you here. This he's trying to fight me here and I'm not trying to fight here. You get what I'm saying, Eugene?
Yeah.
Sometimes somebody becomes so ubiquitous that you don't think of them as
thinking about innocuous.
Ubiquitous is not good.
No, what I mean is this is like someone starts to occupy a space just as themselves and you don't think of them as being from somewhere or because and I mean this as a compliment, by the way. I just think of you as Mehdi Hasan now.
From the internet.
Yeah, just from the zeitgeist.
That's what some people say.
Yeah.
But from the zeitgeist, I do think of you as the, like when you said now a Brit, I was like, oh, damn.
Yeah.
Where are you from in the UK?
North London.
Huh.
12 years ago I left.
Are you a football fan?
I am.
Who's your team?
Liverpool.
Why didn't we start there, Mehdi?
Because I grew up in the 1980s where every brown Muslim supported Liverpool.
Why?
Oh, glory hunting. It was the end of a great era. The funny thing is I started supporting Liverpool when they stopped winning everything.
Or they stopped winning when you started supporting them.
Exactly.
But I still a supporter if you're not supporting them.
So I said this to Piers Morgan recently where he insisted on his show that I congratulate him on Arsenal winning the Premiership. And I said, I'm used to Liverpool not doing well. Liverpool winning things was an aberration for me. My daughter's a Liverpool fan, much bigger fan than I am, watches every game. I don't even have time to watch football anymore because of my life. But I'm used to it. She's got to enjoy Premier League victories and world-class. But I lived through the 90s where it was very difficult period where Man United were winning everything.
So you jumped on a bandwagon and the bandwagon stopped?
Worst time. Every brown person did. Sadiq Khan, the mayor of London,
he's
a Liverpool fan.
Oh, wow. So this is how it came to... I wonder if this is how Ryan jumped on. Ryan, is this how you jumped on? He won't
Ryan is white. Why would he jump on when the brown people were jumping
Ryan
in?
is white.
The brown people always...
That's so great
Ryan
that
makes his own chili oil. What are you talking about?
That's so great that we could we should start building an image of this Ryan guy and who he is.
Well, if he's white, he probably joined at the right time. We're brown people come late to everything, right? So Desi people from the subcontinent, we're late. We're famously late. So I come along in 1990 and it's it's John Barnes at the end of his career, Ian Rush retiring, Ronnie Rosenthal, Israeli super sub. Wonder what would happen to him today. But, this was a period where Muslims loved Liverpool, and we still do. But some of us, and my daughter's lucky, as I say. But this season, not so lucky.
Yeah. But I mean, Liverpool, we were still the champions until recently. Is the thing I always, have to be reminded of. Arsenal won, Eugene. Why do you want me to say it?
Wait, what did they win?
You know what, Eugene? You know what, ne?
The Ashes.
You know what, Eugene? You know what?
That's the
mocking people's pain.
Eugene. That's the problem with
this the lowest
podcast,
form of humor,
Hasan.
Eugene.
I'm not allowed to dig in and get into the facts and get the merits of the story. I am interested, and I'm representing a huge demographic of brown people that want to join.
You've never said brown people in your life.
In my
you
life.
just heard him say brown people, and now you're saying brown people.
I'm not black.
This guy's never said brown. He's never said brown people in his entire life. This guy's out here.
Added to your vocabulary.
This guy's out here gaslighting.
But why are you like this every time we speak about soccer? I want to understand.
It's called football.
No, he wants to probe. You know what's funny is soccer came from...
It's football.
Yeah, but the word soccer didn't come from America, though.
Where did it come from?
Association football.
Yes, but soccer didn't come... It's funny how we punish Americans for saying soccer, but they didn't say soccer. They were taught the word soccer by Europeans.
True.
And then Europeans flipped it and were like, no, football. You dicks. Stop saying football. It's soccer. It's not soccer. It's football. Then Americans are like, but who
Zoran
told us?
Mondani calls it football. So I respect him even more than I already respected him.